Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little beaded chick. That's what it looks like. So cute. A little springtime Easter chick. So to make one of these you're going to need some size 11 seed beads in yellow, black, pink and orange. You'll need some beading thread. I'm going to use 6 pound fire line in crystal like usual. You'll need about 80 centimeters of thread for the chick, and then you'll need a beading needle. I'll use a size 12 for this, and that's everything. If you want to attach it to a charm at the top here, you could do a loop of seed beads and a jump ring, so you'll also need that if that's what you plan to do. This one is just for my niece and nephew to play with, so they just want it like that. So keep watching. So you want to thread your needle onto your thread. Start by picking up 3 of your yellow seed beads, slide those down onto your needle and onto your thread all the way until there's about 4 or 5 inches left on the tail thread, and then you're going to sew back through the first bead like that. That's going to bring them together into a little triangle. Next we're going to pick up 1. Coming out of this one, you're going to go straight through the next one. So we have this, picking up 1, coming out of this one now and straight through the next one. And picking up 1 more for this row. Now we're coming out of this one, straight through the next one and step up through the one after that as well. Like that. So we have this little triangle. Now we're going to pick up groups of 2, so picking up 2 beads, still yellow. Coming out of this one on the corner, skip over 1 and go through the next one. Pick up 2, skip over 1, go through the next one. And picking up 2, we're coming out of this one, skip over the next one, through the one after that, and then up through the one above as well. So we're ready to start the next row. So you're now coming out of the middle of one of those groups of 2 that we added in the row below. For this row we're going to add beads in the middles of those groups of 2, so there, and in the spaces that are between them as well. So start by picking up 1, going straight down through the next bead, and then picking up 1, oops, this time skipping over 1 and through the one after that. Now we're between a group of 2 again, so you're picking up 1, going straight through the next bead. So you're just going to alternate doing that until you've added 6 beads. So skip over 1, through the next one, this time straight through the next one, skip over 1, through the next one and up into the one above, because that's the end of the row, so you need to be into that first bead that we added in that row so that you're on the top row ready to start the next one. Pull that really tight. Sorry if you can hear my dog having a drink in the background. So this time we're going to alternate between picking up groups of 2 and single beads, starting with a group of 2, picking up 2, skipping over 1, going through the next one. Pick up 1 this time, sorry. Skip over 1, through the next one. Now pick up 2, skip over 1, through the next one. This time picking up 1, skipping over 1, through the next one. Now picking up 2, skipping over 1, through the next one. And final bead of the row is a single bead, so picking up 1, skipping over 1, through the next one and up through the one above as well. And then you want to pull that really tight, and it should just start to be curving up a little bit like that. So again, for this row, we've got some of those groups of 2, like here, where we're going to put a bead down the centre, and then we're going to go in the gaps in between as well. So starting by picking up 1 and going straight through the next bead. This time pick up 1, skip over 1 and through the next one. Again, picking up 1, skipping over 1, through the next one. Now we're between a group of 2 again, so you're going to pick up 1 and go straight through that next bead. Pick up 1, skip over 1 through the next one, pick up 1, skip over 1 through the next one, so you're between a group of 2 again. So pick up 1 and go straight through the next one, and then picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the next one, and then final bead of the row, picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the next one and the one above as well, like always, to step up into the top row. Pull it really tight. You don't want to start getting gaps in between the beads, so make sure you keep everything pulled tight, and you should have this. This row we're going to start with a black bead because we're going to do the eyes on this row. So picking up 1 black, skipping over 1 and going through the next one. Then a yellow, picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the next one, and then another black. So black, skip over 1 through the next one. Okay, now you're going to complete the row with all yellow. So picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the next one, and go ahead and do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times till you get back round to here. When you get back round to here, you need to add that last bead there through this one and step up through that first black bead that we added. So go ahead, you're picking up 1, skipping over 1, going through the next one until you get back round to here. Okay, so you should have got all the way back round and then stepped up through the black bead, so you're ready to start this row. So we're going to start with a yellow. So same thing again, coming out of the black one, skip over 1 through the next one. Another yellow, picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the black bead. Now we're going to add our little cheek, our little rosy cheek, so picking up 1 pink bead, skipping over 1 and through the next yellow. So we have this. And now you're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more yellow beads to get back round to here. So go ahead and add 5 more yellow beads in that same way. So then you should be round here, and then you're just going to pick up a pink for your last bead of the row, coming out of this one, skipping over 1 through the black bead and up into the yellow one above in the next row. So there we are, ready to start our next row, and this is what we've got. So cute already. So we're going to start off this next row by picking up 2 orange beads. Coming out of this one, you're going to skip over 1, go through the next one. And then we're going to continue the rest of the row just picking up single yellow beads. So picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the next one. Same as always. Pick up 1, skip over 1 through the next one. And you're going to do that until you get back round to the end of the row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more beads, yellow beads, and then you'll go through this yellow bead and step up through both of these orange beads this time, so you can go through both of those. So you have this, and you have what's starting to look like, actually looks like the head of a budgie at the moment. You know, if you were to keep going and making a huge budgie, that'd be amazing. But yeah, you should be coming out of these 2 orange beads here, and then we're going to carry on with the yellow now. So just picking up 1 yellow, coming out of here, skipping over 1 through the next one on the top row, picking up 1, skipping over 1 through the next one, same thing again. Now we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more yellow beads, and then I will show you what to do here so it doesn't get complicated. So when adding the last bead here, you're coming out of this one, you're going to skip over one, and then you're going to go through both of the orange beads and up into the yellow one above. So pull that nice and tight, and then you should have this. Okay, so for this row you're just going to be picking up one, skipping over one, going through the next one, and picking up one, skipping over one, through the next one. So it's basically that same thing again all the way around, except for when you get round to where the beak was, you will come out of this one, pick up a bead, skip over both of those two, and go through the next one. So we're just putting one bead here above these two. So pick up one, skip the two, through the next one. So go ahead and do that all the way around, and then when you get back round to the beginning here, you'll go through this bead and step up through the one above, so you're ready to start the next row. So then we have this. Make sure you pull it really tight so that there's not thread showing where this bigger gap was. And then you're going to do the same thing again, so every time picking up one, skipping over one, and going through the next one on the top row. So you're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times for this row altogether. So that's including that first one. So go ahead and add 9 beads total in this row. When you get back round to here, go through this one and step up into that first bead that you've added, so you're ready to start the next row. So this row we're going to start by picking up one, skipping over one, going through the next one, and then without picking up another bead, skipping over the next one and through the one after that. So what you're doing here is picking up one and then going through the next two essentially on the top row. And again, picking up one, skipping over one, through the next one and through the one after that on the top row. And again, picking up one and going through the next two on the top row. And picking up one and through the next two on the top row. And then this time picking up one, skipping over one, through the next one and straight up into that one above. Okay, now pull that nice and tight. You should have this. Now we're going to pick up one. So it's a little bit different in some of the spaces on the way around here, so I'm going to show you each one. So picking up this first one, you're going to skip those two. I don't know if you can see, but there's a thread there when we pull this tight that's kind of cinching together. So coming out of here, skip those two and go through that next one that's on the top, so it sits kind of higher when you turn it on the side, you can see. And then picking up one, again you're going to skip those two that have got that thread connecting them together and go through the next one. Same thing again, picking up one, skipping those two and through the next one. And picking up one, skipping over those two, through the next one, and this time skipping over this next one as well, through the one after that and up into the one above. Okay, so we're coming out over here, we're skipping the two, picking up one, skipping the two, going through the next one, skipping over one, through the next one and up into the one above. Pull that nice and tight, and now we have this. And now with those last 4 beads that we just added, we're gonna or those last beads that we added, we're going to circle through them. So coming out here, you're going to skip over one without picking up a bead, straight through the next one. Do the same thing again, skip over one through the next one, skip over one through the next one, then skip over two and through the next one. Skip over one through the next one. Pull it tight. So you should have 4 beads here in the middle, and then we're going to pull that really tight, and this is what we have right now. So cute. So now we're going to add our little feet. So to find the position for where you want your feet to be, I go from where the beak is, so on this side of the beak. So you're going to go diagonally down through 1, 2, 3 beads. You want to be coming out of this bead here. On the other side, same thing. So beak down 1, 2, 3. So it'll be this bead over here. So get yourself round to one of those beads. So I'm going to go for that one first. And then you're going to pick up 2 of your orange beads and go back through that bead that you're coming out of on the opposite side. So whether you're coming out this side or this side, just go back into the opposite side to where your thread's coming out. So you have this. Then from here you're going to move across either that way or that way to your bead on this side that matches, and do the same. So then picking up 2 and going back into that bead on the opposite side. So there we have our little feet. Now we need to go ahead and add the wings. So the wings I go where the cheek is, I go diagonally down 1 towards the back. So it's going to be this one for me on this side and this one for me on this side. So just move your thread from here. I'm just going to move up 1, oops, and back across 1. So then I'm coming out of that bead, and then you're going to pick up 7 of your orange beads and go back into that bead you're coming out of on the opposite side again. And then you're going to go down through the first 3 of those beads you just added, just through the first 3. You're going to skip the 4th bead and go back up through the last 3 and back through the yellow bead that they're connected to. When you pull it tight, just make sure that that thread there is going to pop underneath the bead on the end and make it kind of pointy. So that is our first wing. And then we're going to go move your thread all the way around to the other side so you can come across the front. So from here, through the pink one, across through the black one, through the yellow one underneath, and through the first bead of the 2 orange ones in the middle. There you're going to pick up, oops, 1 more orange and go through the next orange one. It's just going to make our little beak. Then I'm going to move into that yellow one above, through the black one, through the pink one, and into that yellow one diagonally below towards the back. Now you're going to add your wing in the same way on this side. So that is the wings attached. So then what you need to do is kind of, the beak is the centre, so follow this line up and down the back. You want to be coming out of a bead at the bottom in the middle. So like one of these beads here, just make sure that's going to sit in the middle. So just follow the line all the way around to the back and then make your way, move down to that bead that you find is sort of central, and then we'll add the little tail. And then you're going to pick up 6 yellow beads and go back into that bead that you're coming out of but on the opposite side. And then you're going to go up through 2 of the ones you just added, skip those 2 next 2 and down through the 2 after that, making sure that thread pops underneath those 2 on the end, and then back into that bead that you were coming out of on the main body of the chick. So then we have our little tail, and that is our chick all finished. So now all you need to do is tie your knots. So from here, just move down 1 or 2 And then you're going to take your needle under the threads that connect the bead that you're coming out of to the next one. Pull that through, make a loop and go through that loop twice from bottom to top, and then pull it really tight and always move away from your thread, from your knot, sorry, before you cut your thread. Sorry, my dog's crying in the background, but she's fine. And then tie as many knots as you like before cutting your thread, and you're all finished. Oh, and do the same to your tail thread as well. So once you've done that, then that's your chicks all finished. Look how cute these little things are. They got their little tails. So cute. So I'd love to see if you make one of these. You can share it with me on Instagram. I'm at Beading by Hannah, and follow me there. You can like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed to see more of my videos. Comment down below any other Easter or spring ideas that you've got for me. And that's it. I was going to say like this video, I already said that. So these are so cute. You can also check out my other, I've got an Easter chick that's like half hatched in an egg at the bottom. It's really cute, from a couple of years ago. You can check that out as well. I'll try and leave a link for that below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. What do you think, Teal? She likes it. Bye.